Hello, I'm Howie, and I want to talk a little bit today about Advanced Warfare and just give my opinions on it. I have a few list of things I want to talk about, and I'm going to go through them each by each, ending with the overall gameplay and how I actually feel about it. Um, my first bullet point is gameplay. Now, with the new exoskeleton, the gameplay is completely different. There is a humongous learning curve between whether you're a veteran player or a beginner player. It's a big skill gap. The learning curve is huge. The maps play completely different because of the height advantage. It's not just like walking back and forth or choking down a choke point. Let's sit in a corner and back up against this wall so they can't get me. Someone could just easily jump over the wall and completely shoot you and then come in front of you and shoot you, or even ground pound you on the back. It's really interesting. It's kind of interesting how that works, and it really changes the way the entire gameplay feels. It still feels like Call of Duty, though. You hear a lot of people saying it's Halo-ish, it's Titanfall, such and such. Anything with any type of boosting mechanic, they think that's what the game is, but it's not. It feels like Call of Duty. People die like they should in Call of Duty. They don't take a billion bullets. They die pretty fast. It's still the crisp Call of Duty feeling, and the movement feels the exact same. They did a really good job with the exoskeleton. You move where you want to move. If you want to strafe right, you'll strafe right. If you want to strafe left, you'll strafe left. If you want to double jump, you can double jump. If you want to double jump and straight forward and then ground pound all the way down, you can do that. Easy, simple mechanics. It feels smooth. The gameplay is definitely faster paced. That would obviously make sense with the exoskeleton, and it's a new type of Call of Duty. And I want to go back to the learning curve just to explain to you guys that you're going to get discouraged when you first play the game just because it's different and it's not what you're used to. But over time, it took me about a week, and I started to master the exoskeleton. I'm still not there yet. It's only 2 weeks in. But I still am starting to understand it a lot more, and I definitely play a lot better, and I'm definitely having a lot more fun just knowing how the exoskeleton moves and knowing when to use it and the right times to use it and when the wrong time is to use it. The next thing I want to talk about is maps. I've already mentioned before that with the verticality and the height advantage that you have on people, it changes the way the game actually works. But I'd have to say overall, most of the maps are really good. My least favorite map would have to be Instinction, but just simply because of the way the spawns work. You either get spawned on one side or the other, and technically that's normally how it works, but I mean it's legit. You don't spawn like, you can't spawn like halfway in the middle if your entire team's on the other side. It's literally you spawn here and you spawn at point A, point B. I still have fun playing on that map. It's not my favorite map, like I said, and it's mostly due to the spawns, but it's still a fun map. I can still do really well. You can still work around the map, and it's still really fun. And like I said, that's the worst map. My second least is Terrace, just because of the height and the verticality. I think they did too much with it. The spawns get really crazy. They don't work very well because of all the different height. And it's one of the smaller maps, so it's really hectic. It's fast paced, and you die from behind a lot. The spawn logic, it's really I don't see one personally, and especially 6v6 playing in public matches, it gets a little crazy and out of hand. But most of the maps are small to medium. Mostly, it's medium to small, I'd say. There's very little small maps, and even the smallest map, Detroit, is still bigger. It's still like Nuketown and a half. So they put that in perspective. Coming off of Ghost, all the maps are big. Like I said, the biggest map is Instinction, and that has nothing compared. It's smaller than Octane. So it's definitely smaller, and it's faster paced with the gameplay. So it feels really nice. I enjoy all the maps, and they work really well. They went back to the lane. It's not all this randomness. The only difference is the verticality, and it takes a little bit of getting used to. But for the most part, they're all really, really nice maps, and I think Sledgehammer did a really, really good job with that. The next thing I want to talk about is the weapons. Now, there's a controversy here because the most used weapon is the BAL-27, the BAL-27. This weapon is very good, and it is better than all the other weapons. For the most part, the weapons are all good, though. I can use all the weapons. I enjoy them. The SMGs are underpowered just because of the range drop-off is really, really bad. It's not like Ghost, where the range was good, or like Black Ops 2, where they would the range was decent as long as you're hitting your shots. Range was decent. From my experience, the SMGs, they just don't kill as fast as you want them to. You end up having to put more bullets, and you'll die because of how fast-paced the game is. If you don't kill them that little bit faster, you're gonna die from another person, and it's really hard to pull 2-piece, 3-piece, 4-pieces off just because of how slow it is to kill. But I would have to say it's more like Black Ops 1. Guys, think back to Black Ops 1 if you ever played it, and it's more like those SMGs, where the range really was a punisher. The SMGs were viable, but it was just better to use an AR, especially with the FAMAS in that game. But for the most part, the weapons feel really nice. The best sniper is the Moors, and it is fun to use. Sniping in this game, I really do enjoy. The new weapon, the EM1 laser, it's literally a laser gun. Not good, but viable. It's fun to use. It takes some skill. You just have to get used to it. But the weapons feel really nice. It wasn't, in my opinion at least, it wasn't like Ghost, where the weapons weren't the greatest. They were kind of stupid, honestly. They weren't fun to use. The game itself wasn't fun, but the weapons, they just felt weird. They felt stupid. This game, the complete opposite. They're fun. We got a lot more attachments back. You have more customization with the weapons, and secondary camos back too, which I find very, very fun. I like putting camos on my secondary as well as my primary. The fourth thing I want to talk about today is game types. Now, they brought back fan favorites, and they even added some new ones. Fan favorites like Hardpoint, CTF, and obviously S&D. They have more like TDM, Domination, etc. All fun, all play well. Honestly, the objectives play better though in this game than such as a kill-based game like TDM or Kill Confirmed. That's my personal experience with it. That doesn't mean TDM isn't fun to play. I still enjoy to play TDM and Kill Confirmed and S&D. I enjoy playing those game modes. Just feel like the objective-based game modes, the faster-paced game modes like Hardpoint, CTF, and their new game Uplink play a lot better. It's just really fun. Momentum is a big one that they brought back from World at War. It's fun to play. It's a little difficult. But Uplink, I'd like to talk about a little bit more in depthly because this is the game I enjoy to play the most in public matches. It's an interesting game mode. It's very similar to like basketball, soccer, and like football together. You throw the ball, you get a little ball. It's called the satellite, and you have to put it through the hoop. Throwing it in is 1, jumping it in is 2. It's really fun, really interesting, but exciting. It's not competitive. It can be competitive in a public standpoint, but from like a Major League Gaming standpoint, it's not. But it's still really, really fun to play nonetheless, and I enjoy playing it with my friends, and I enjoy playing it in a public match. It's my favorite one to play. It's fun, and I'm really glad that Sledgehammer brought that game type in. It spices up Call of Duty itself, because sometimes the game types get stale. It's nice to play a new one that actually works, unlike Blitz or Cranked. The streaks suck in Ghost. I'm not going to say the streaks suck in this game. They're fun to use. They're just not as powerful as the Swarm and the Dog was in Black Ops 2. Or like the very famous I can't even think of the name from MW2, I'm blanking. But it's just not the same. Or the Chopper Gunner and Dogs from Black Ops 1. The streaks aren't that good. They're not that powerful, but they still get you a lot of kills. Not a lot of kills. They get you killed. They don't get you as much kills. So I'm trying to go with there. They can obviously buff that. They can put a patch on that, and they can make it better. And they can add streaks. My speculation is I think from DLC they might add streaks, just based on what they're saying. Because I read a tweet from Andre, and he said the game ships with 12 streaks or something to that effect. I'm paraphrasing, of course. But there's a possibility that they can add streaks. I'm looking forward to that, just because, like I said, I don't enjoy the streaks as much in this game. I don't hate them. They work. They work well. They work with the game, and I have a few that I like to go to. One is it's like an EMP. It's called the System Hack. I like to use that one, and I like to use the UAV. The bombing runs cool. It's like the carpet bomber from Black Ops 1. The care package is really neat, and then they got the Paladin, which is also really fun to use. It's supposed to be like the chopper gunner of this game, or the gunship, really, I guess. That's the warship. It's intertwined, but it's not good. It's fun. but it's not as good. Now I want to talk about this game competitively and publicly. Publicly, the game is fun. They added prestiging system back the way the prestige system should be. You rank up. It's not ranking up a soldier. You rank up your own guy. That's cool. You have customization on your person. It's honestly really, I enjoy that a lot. I like customizing my guy. I like supply drops. The concept of supply drops, where you get something you can get 1 to 3 things. It could be a reinforcement, which is a care package in game, or you can get a weapon, a variant of a weapon, or you can just get a piece of a helmet, a chest plate or something that you can put on your body. I like to customize my character. I've actually messed around with that quite a bit. You also can create your emblem again, which is really nice. I like to create my emblem and just show off what I like. And being very creative, I like having that ability. So public matches are fun again. I enjoy them. I am having a lot of fun with public matches because for me, they got really stale last year in Ghost, and I enjoyed them a lot in Black Ops 2, and I'm enjoying it again this year in Advanced Warfare. Now, competitively, the game is very fun. Again, I didn't enjoy competitive as much as I did in Black Ops 2 and Ghost. It just wasn't fun. It was fun. It was more fun than public matches, but it just wasn't as enjoyable as in past Call of Duties. This year, it's revolutionized with the new exosuits, and the gameplay, the maps, everything's a little different, and you just have to think a little different. The game plays, I'm going to say the same, but different. It's, it's a basics Call of Duty. You still have the basic knowledge, but with added knowledge, and the possibilities are endless, honestly. The new strategies are just coming up. You can use old strategies that can work, but if you add it, add a few things to it, to those old strategies to make it a new strategy, it's bigger things come. I think the skill gap is large in this game. It's not like Ghost, where the skill gap is pretty small. This game takes a lot of effort. You have to learn how to use the exosuit to the best of your ability. It really helps. It really gives you an advantage on the other players. Competitive MLG is going to be really, really fun this year. Hardpoint is back, CTF is back, and even S&D. S&D is different. It's not my favorite game type in this game, but it's definitely still fun, and I still enjoy playing it. Now, overall, I do like this game. I have complaints. Obviously, every Call of Duty has complaints. One was the connection. The connection at the start of the game was really, really bad, and it's still not the greatest. Lag comp is really stupid. For example, I was shooting this guy, easily had first shot on my screen. I die. I get melted. I look on his screen, the kill cam. He has 3 bullets into me before I get first shot on him. Completely different screens have completely different point of views. So he had first shot and I had first shot on both screens, but that's not possible. So the lag comp gave hit to him. I don't know how that all works. I don't understand internet all that well, but the lag comp in this game is really bad. Within a week or under a week, it was either at exactly a week or just under a week, Sledgehammer puts out a patch to fix the connection issues. It's amazing to me how fast they are patching this game. The Sledgehammer cares. They care. They care about the community, and they put it out. They put it out fast. They're going to fix this game. The weapons are going to be balanced. I promise they will be balanced because Sledgehammer will fix that. Because they already showed that within a week of the game releasing, they're going to fix the internet issues, and I feel personally that they have gotten better, and they're only going to build upon this. My other issue is really the streaks, for one, I don't like. The gameplay is fun. I don't have a complaint about the gameplay as much as I do the struggle to learn. And that's not really a complaint, it's a caveat, really. It made the game unfun for me. Not unfun at the beginning, but frustrating. But it definitely was totally worth it. I wouldn't change it for anything, because the game is way more fun knowing that I went to that struggling stage. But overall, this is a very fun game. I enjoy it a lot. Like I said, I was frustrated at the beginning of the game, and I kept telling people, I hate this game. But I don't really hate the game. I was just in that phase where I didn't know how to play this game. Now that I know how to play it, I'm having a lot of fun.